Hi Leo, my name is Chanel and this is Divine Resolution Tarot. I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you would like to work with me, all of my information is in the description box down below. Hopefully you have arrived here from the video that I uploaded for you, which is your general reading for the month. Oh, hello, Three of Wands in the upright. Sorry, got a little distracted. You might be waiting on something, waiting on some results. But what I was going to say is this is the spread that I have used for the monthlies. And I switched it up just a little bit because I wanted to be able to give a more general reading. This is kind of an extension of that general reading to give you a look at what the one specific situation is that Spirit would like you to pay attention to this month, okay? The link to your general reading will be in the description box down below, as well as the link to work with me personally. Again, I have apologized in the last video, but I'm apologizing in this one too, Leo. I was so busy last month, I did not do your reading, so I'm very, very sorry. I'm just going to do this quick little pre-shuffle here so that anything that needs to come out can come out. And I can get a look at the overall energy of the situation before I start your spread. Thank you so much to all of the new viewers and returning viewers, as well as subscribers, and anyone who booked a reading with me this month or last. It's been a true pleasure to work with you. I'm just going to finish this one little shuffle here, and then I'll get right into looking around at what I see. You got quite a few cards, Leo. All right, almost there. All right, so bottom of the deck for this spread is the Two of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense because when I did your monthly general, you were weighing out your options, making decisions, and ready for a change. Let me take a look at this and I will tell you what I see. Oh yeah, Leo, you are on the move, and that's very much what it was talking about in your general spread as well. Got a few people that might be involved here. This could be people or energies. Keep in mind, energies can be flip-flopped or reversed if you are watching for Leo. All are welcome here. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or anybody watching as well. So we got King of Wands and King of Pentacles. Aries, Leo, or Sag for the Wands. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo for Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I don't put a whole lot of stock into like the signs simply because if you pull up your birth chart, we all have a ton of signs in our birth chart. But we do have Capricorn as the Devil, Gemini as the Lovers. Just looking here. So I'm feeling like there was an opportunity you may have taken that just led to so much conflict that you made the decision to move on, okay? You're kind of over it. You are ready to let go of anything that's just not in alignment with where you're going right now. You've gotten to a place where you're very stable, okay? And I'm going to say it like emotionally stable, financially stable. And now that you've worked towards getting that clarity and stability, you're in a place where you can really start thinking about like what you want for your life, okay? You know what you don't want. And I think you've had a lot of what you don't want. But now you're wanting to move into a space of feeling very victorious in the life that you've built for yourself that's a reflection of your passions and who you are, okay? So this could be anything from manifesting the partner that you truly desire or the relationship that you want. It could talk about purchasing property or starting your own business or just a career change. That's something that's, you know, you may be, for example, like working at a clothing store and you're like, wow, I really would love to help people for a living with this Queen of Cups energy, or I want to be a business owner, or maybe you're in a space where you'd like to do something more physical, like, oh, I want to go be a carpenter, or I want a cool, daring job. I don't know that carpentry would fit that, but I guess You know, if you do heavy construction, that might be kind of cool. But you might be in a space where you're like, I want to go, I want to do, I want to see. There's a real like energy of movement, okay? You are so in this place of like out with the old, in with the new. The problem here is that you've made the decision that you want to leave a whole bunch of stuff, and you know what you want for your life. You know where you've been, and you may even be in a space where you're like, man, I had a great opportunity that I walked away from or talked myself out of. I should check that out again. Or I had that really great idea that I always was like, man, I'm going to do that. But I always put it off. And now I'm in a place where, what am I waiting for, right? So you're looking at your life, you're figuring out what you want. You've had a lot of the stuff you don't want. But the thing is, with this High Priestess ending the reading, it's like, you don't know what it feels like to be in that space of being like completely satisfied with your life. Okay, you can kind of imagine it. And you've used all of your resources to really build a life that's stable, you know, but you're like, man, I'm missing joy and passion and love. And like, I want to feel great. You know, I want my life to reflect that. You're trying to figure out how to go about doing that, Leo. So this is very interesting because it's quite a reflection of your general reading. This has got you weighing out your options. You're looking at all of the things that you could be doing. You're looking at the things that you have done. I have a lot of cards showing me that you're coming from a place that's been difficult. You know, this has been a difficult road to get you here, where you're finally in a spot where you're like, man, I can do more. I have enough financial freedom to start chasing my dreams, or I'm finally in a place emotionally where I'm ready for that partner. Okay. So there's been a lot of turmoil and there's been a lot of work, but you've done the work and now you're ready for something new. So we're going to see what the universe would like to talk to you about this month. This is going to be the big event or main event that will kind of have your focus for the month. If you're looking for something more general, I'll have the link to your general reading in the description box, okay? So I'm just going to cut the deck and then I will tell you what I see, what each card placement means for you. Oh, these both wanted to come out here, so we'll do that. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. I like it. That's Aries energy if you care. But what I will say is the Emperor is you coming into your power, okay? We've leveled up. You've gotten to a place where you're very good financially, emotionally. You've dealt with your stuff. You're ready to move. You're very clear on where you've been. And now it's time to expand. It's time to manifest. It's time to move into really building that solid and stable foundation to continue on a journey that will support you and really let you flourish, okay? So I like it. Leo is moving into their power. For your situation, we have the Six of Swords, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's like you've leveled up, Leo. You've gotten to this place in your life where you are just over it. You're moving away from anything that's just garbage. You're taking some stuff with you. And that was kind of what we talked about in that general reading too, where you have to like make sure you're not letting your past experiences or failures color your opportunities for your future. But you're on your way out. You know, you might not even be telling people your plans. You might just be like, there's certain people that I'm just deleting from my friends list and they'll see it when they see it. Or, you know, you might be in a space of like, I'm not going to work tomorrow because I just am so over it. You are changing your life completely, okay? In your mind, you're just over it. Page of Cups in the reverse, Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups. So yeah, there's just a real lack of emotional fulfillment with what you've been putting your hard work into. You know that there's something that is more emotionally fulfilling out there for you. It could be even that you were in a space where you were like, met a soulmate or someone that could be a great relationship potential from your past, and you didn't take the opportunity because you talked yourself out of it. You were having self-doubt, and you're like, man, I lost this love. I'm ready to put the work in now. I'm ready to go find this person. Okay. If you want to take it in a love context, it could be that you're remembering some of the happier moments in your life and trying to really discern, like, okay, I know what I don't want, but what do I want? What made me happy, right? You're trying to deal with people that are on the same page as you. You're trying to start dealing with people that are matching your vibe, okay? That's that Three of Pentacles. It's like we're all on the same page. We're working towards the same thing. If you're not getting with the program, I'm out of here. I'm done. You want to start creating memories that when you look back, you can smile, okay? You're ready for a change, and that's awesome. So that is your situation. I think anybody that's been flaky, emotionally bizarre, they've played games, you're dropping them. If they're not putting in the work, you're moving on. You're over it, okay? What the situation looks like to you is the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So you could be, if this is in regards to a relationship, Leo, feeling like you've committed to someone who was not worth your time, okay? And I'm just going to put it that way. The Queen of Wands is an incredibly difficult energy to deal with when it's in the reverse, okay? This is that person that will take advantage of you. They're manipulative, they're bossy, they're cruel, they're just mean, they're spiteful, they're a philanderer, they flirt, they cheat, they lie, they don't care if they hurt you or not. This person has a temper out of control, okay? They will devalue you as a person, all right? And with this 10 of Pentacles, it's like, what you're bringing to the table, and it looks like whoever you've been dealing with is trying to make you feel like you're less than. And that's not okay, because when people are in a space of feeling like garbage, rather than build you up, they get scared that you'll leave, okay? And so they try to break you down to their level. And you're in a space where you're like, nope, I know what I'm bringing. I've been giving a whole lot of commitment and a whole lot of love to this Queen of Wands in the reverse. I'm done with it. This is people who don't know who they are. They're not in alignment with themselves, okay? So I feel like you're moving into this space where you're just like, if you can't commit to me wholeheartedly, if you're not down for my cause and what I have going on, I'm moving myself away from you. I'm taking away my interest, my passion, my action, my all of it. Like I'm all tapped out, because this is silly. Like, you're giving it your all. And with the 10 of Pentacles, even though this is a great card, this is that family, this is that commitment, this is still that ending, okay? So to me, you're in a space where it's looking like if people aren't getting on your level, if they're not matching your commitment, people are showing their true colors, you're dropping them left and right this month. You're just really over it. Yep. Ace of Cups in the upright. So you've got a whole new vibe of self-love, okay? You have leveled up in a space where you're feeling good about yourself. Like I said, with this Emperor, you've achieved this stability in your life where it's like you can be autonomous from anyone and anything. You can do what you please now. You've worked very hard and you've seen the fruits of your labor to the point that it's like, okay, I'm completely independent. I'm in love with me. I'm in love with what I got going on, okay? If you're not matching my vibe, I am on my way out of here. I'm not putting the work into this. I'm done. I'm just done, okay? And you're going to start looking for people that are going to give you that emotional availability. You know, if you've been dealing with someone who's in this Queen of Wands energy, whether male or female, they play games. You know, this is kind of the game player where it's like, I really like you today. I don't like you today. I really like you today. And it could be within the span of like 6 hours. Like 1 minute you're texting me like crazy. 2 hours later I text you back and it's like, what do you want? Why are you bothering me? What the hell, right? So what it's looking like too is you've been committed to a whole lot of garbage. You're ready for something else, right? Ready to have that new and fresh start, new fresh love. And you're leveling up. You're caring about yourself more than you're caring about the people around you, which is a huge shift, okay? Because you're moving into this space of being like, you know what? It's all about me. And that's okay, Leo, because if you're moving in that direction, you're going to start attracting people that are matching that vibe, okay? What it feels like is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it feels scary and it feels shaky and it feels unstable because this is a new you. This is not something that you've really been doing, okay? You don't put yourself first in the equation. You're the protector, right? You're the lion. So you're very used to being in a space of self-sacrifice, whether it's verbally and you're like, I don't want to say what I'm thinking because I don't want to offend people. Or it's, I'm going to take one for the team. I guess I'll work that shift, or I'm going to stay in this relationship, even though this person is, you know, devaluing me. You know, I'm just going to kind of privately give myself pep talks so I can hang in there. That's garbage, you know? And what it feels like to you is like, wow, this is new territory. What if I'm missing out on an opportunity? What if by getting rid of all these people that are not in alignment with me, what if I'm alone? You know, what if I take that new job and I don't like it? You know, this is very much like the energy of, well, I'm feeling unstable. This is a new opportunity, but if I take it, this might trigger all of my anxiety, right? I'm going to tell you right now, Leo, if you're in a space of wanting to cut people out from your life that act like this particular energy, where they're very happy to take all that you give and not reciprocate, you will not be lonely in the sense that you have been alone in your relationships because you're the only person showing up, right? You're the only person doing the work. So not only will you not be lonely, but you won't be carrying around all these people, okay? Don't fill your boat with regrets for leaving people behind that are not good to you. You know, don't carry that with you. You don't need to carry thoughts about whether or not you should have moved on from people that are taking you for granted, you know, and it feels like you should go back to this 10 of Pentacles. It feels like, you know, once you start moving forward, oh my God, maybe I'm not ready. I need to go back to this commitment, right? Do not allow your feelings to cloud your judgment, okay? What you'll want to do is the Magician. So I'm excited. I feel like you're not going to let your feelings cloud your judgment. If you're having doubt or self-doubt, if you've been in a space with people who kind of devalue you as a person, you're still going to move forward, okay? Even if it takes you a minute, because you're just done. You're just over it, okay? So this Magician, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take every resource you have available and you're going to want to make it happen for yourself. Okay, your heart chakra is open. Your crown chakra could be opening. And that could be what this whole shift is about, is that you've gained a new perspective. And the new perspective that you've gained is that you don't need anybody, right? This Emperor is not walking around asking people, what do you think I should do? Could I have a loan? I have a car payment. Like, no, he's the top of his game, right? So what you're going to want to do is tap into that energy of being resourceful, being strong, being emotionally stable, making the moves that you are like, man, this is a power move. I'm doing this. I have the clarity to execute this plan. Okay. So I'm very happy to see here, Leo, that even though it seems like there's some hesitancy on separating from things that may be a little bit toxic to you, you're still in a space of being like, no, I want to manifest my life. I am very driven to do this, okay? What Spirit wants you to know is Page of Cups in the upright. So the life you want, and I don't mean to laugh, but the life you want, like, it's coming, okay? Because you're making these moves, this is the universe reciprocating to you, okay? When you're saying, hey, I want that loving relationship, I want that fulfilling job, I want to like the house I live in, this is the universe sending you those messages of loving support, okay? You do have support. That's that Page of Cups energy. It's gentle, it's kind, it's nurturing, it's there for you, okay? So even in your moments of feeling like, I'm going to be very alone, there are people who will support you through this transition. You're not alone, okay? You just may have to look and find them, because oftentimes, if you've been in a space of like living below your potential, or you've been kind of like around all these grungy, yucky people, you might have really good people in your life, but you might have vibrated away from them because they're in a different space where they're like, hey, Leo, I love spending time with you, but I'm chasing my dreams, right? Well, if you're in a space of being like, oh, I couldn't do that, you guys probably don't really hang out that much, right? So there is people that will support you through this transformation that you're going through. You just have to be open to reaching out to them, okay? And that's kind of what I saw with the 5 of Pentacles that came out. It's like, was in reverse. So you're going to leave the support network that you have had in the past, and you're going to start looking for new people that match your vibe, okay? Is there anything else that Spirit wants you to know? Yep. All right. Don't get distracted. And that's kind of the thing, is that what I was seeing with that High Priestess, where it's like, I know I want to be victorious. I know I want to be celebrated for who I am. I want to be around healthy people that recognize my accomplishments and build me up. Don't get so distracted that you lose your clarity about what you want, okay? That's kind of the universe saying, like, pick a cup, right? Because this Page of Cups has 1. So don't get blinded by all of the opportunities or all of the things that could go wrong, or people pulling on your heartstrings and saying, no, Leo, stay with me. How could you leave? Don't do that, okay? Make your choice. Like this Page of Cups, you've got your one. Move forward with clarity, okay? As the Queen of Swords, if you need to cut things out of your life, do it, because you're on your way with this Ace of Wands to a fresh new start, a passionate new start that's in alignment with yourself, okay? Wands talk about self. So if you're moving to a space where you're moving into an opportunity that's looking like the Ace of Wands, it's in perfect alignment with you and the person that you are becoming, okay? The Ace here, the Ace here, we've got new opportunities. Don't start doubting yourself. See the situation for what it is, okay? If people are putting on a song and dance to try to keep you there, see it for what it is, okay? It's okay to tell people, show's over, right? This is a show. This is a show. Show's over. I've seen it all. Nothing left to see. It's a wrap, right? Cut and print. We're done, okay? It's all right to pack it up on people. It's all right to move away. Because if you look at where this Page of Cups is looking in relation to this spread, this is kind of that transition. 6 of Swords lady is moving through all this stuff, right? You're at the beginning of the journey to move away, okay? At the end of the journey, all of these thoughts, these reversed swords that represent kind of confusion or lack of mental clarity, not only are they gone, but the sun is up. You've got your passion, you've got your emotional fulfillment, your opportunity, and you're not looking at any of this anymore, okay? You're ready for something new, and the universe wants you to know it's coming, okay? It'll be in the beginning stages. It'll be that first seed that has to sprout, but that's because all of these things are ending, okay? All right, what will help you, Queen of Pentacles? So you may have someone in your life that is very stable, very kind, very loving, very giving, that is there to offer you that support, okay? This can be the card of, to me, a woman that's older. It could be a man that's older. It doesn't matter which. But this is going to be the energy of somebody that's very grounded, okay? And I think that would be very good for you because you're coming out of this storm. So, like I said, as you're deleting people from Facebook you don't deal with anymore, maybe kind of check on some of the people that you're like, man, I really liked hanging out with them. I wonder what happened, okay? Because there is someone that's there to offer you that support, okay? Not only that, but what will help you is to just stay grounded, remain focused. The Queen of Pentacles and anybody really in the Pentacles family, they're very goal-oriented and they're very good at making plans, okay? So if you need any kind of assistance in that, there's nothing wrong with buying a book, watching a webinar, a podcast, whatever. How do I do that? How do I reach my goals? Teamwork. It's not a problem to ask people for advice if they're at the top of their game. Just be mindful of who you ask, okay? Also, something that could be very helpful to you is doing nice things for yourself. If you're in this space of like feeling like, oh, I'm losing so much, I'm kind of weather beaten, I'm kind of worn down, it's not a bad thing to take some of that, all of that generosity that you have been sharing with everyone around you that just kind of sucks, and do that for yourself. It might be a very nice thing to have a spa day or get that haircut, or even have just some leisure time. The Pentacles family works very hard, but they also enjoy the fruits of their labor. So it's okay to spend some time spoiling yourself and kind of pampering yourself while you're moving through this transition. Be very patient with yourself. Queen of Pentacles speaks to an energy that moves slow, okay? There's no hastiness about it. This is not a rash decision. If you're coming out of a Wands kind of energy that's just very fast moving, what will help you is to slow down. Slow down, take your time, be patient. I know patience is not always the strong characteristic for fire signs because they like to blaze a trail and go, but slow and steady in this particular situation will win the race, okay? What you don't know, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So, I'm just looking here because he's moving, but he's looking back, and that always scares me. If you're going to move, move. You don't know which direction you're going. You need to figure out what's important to you. Like I said, focus on those plans. There might be some disappointing news pertaining to your home or your financial stability. There could be something that you were kind of banking on, like with this move, if you were thinking about moving long distance. With that Three of Wands that came out, you could have been thinking about relocating across country, out of state. There might be some delays regarding that, okay? So that's something that you don't know or should consider. Some of your plans may get derailed. How will you deal with that? Is it going to send you running back to this energy of like, okay, never mind, I'm just going to go where it's safe because this isn't working out? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. What will you do if you fail? Will you try again, or will you go back to where you have come from, where you're not happy? Okay, that's something that you should definitely consider as you're moving through the phases in your life, because this is a brand new start. This is a brand new journey. And we always plan to succeed. We don't like planning to fail. But what I will say, because I'm very big on manifestation, rather than planning to fail, I think you should plan on how you're going to deal with any kind of delay or setback, okay? Nothing is a failure. When things are delayed, it's usually to your own benefit, to give you the opportunity to gain more clarity or perspective. If things seem like a setback or a missed opportunity, it was not the opportunity for you. And that's why you missed it. Because if it was your opportunity, you would have had it. It would have happened. So it would be very good before you really start your journey, because you're kind of just setting sail, to figure out how are you going to deal with, situations not going the way that you plan, or people not getting with your plan. Pick a direction, something to think about. I'm not saying you will fail, so please do not get me wrong. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be a bad thing to start preparing yourself in all of your planning. Here we go. All of your planning for, if something doesn't go exactly the way. Do we have a plan A and a plan B? We have the Two of Swords coming out, and that's that indecision. Like I said, he's riding this way, he's looking this way, okay? Indecision, delay, those kinds of things cost stability, they cost money, they cost your time. Pentacles, to me, they talk about time, because that's the most valuable resource, one of them. You need it to live, you can't get it back, you don't know how much you have, right? Don't waste your time with indecision. Pick a direction and go. All right. What can hurt you is the Nine of Pentacles. So that's kind of a weird card to get, right? Because Nine of Pentacles, this lady is like, hey, I'm at the top of my game. But what I will say is, I feel like there's some sort of support here in your life that you're not utilizing that would definitely benefit you. So going it alone might not be the time to go it alone. Cut out the toxicity, cut out the garbage. But there's definitely some valuable resources in this that you could be utilizing, even if it's just someone, giving you ear. I'll listen to your stuff. I'll give you some advice. It doesn't have to be financial, okay? It could just be support, someone giving you their time. And that kind of gives you the feeling that you're not alone. Because when you start moving away from things that are toxic and feeling very alone, it's easy to want to go back to them, okay? So don't go it alone. It's okay to ask friends for support. What else will hurt you? This lady here with this hawk, to me, this is very much worrying about what other people are saying. I have to keep up these appearances. I'm very concerned about people judging the transformation that I'm going through. Leo has a tendency toward pride. It's okay to be very proud of your accomplishments. Make sure that your ego is not clouding your progress or your judgment, though, okay? All right. Yep. So I was going to say with these nines, too, it's very difficult to integrate poison into a healthy diet, okay? So if you're cutting out people that are crap, you really may need to cut them all the way out, whether it's family with that Ten of Pentacles, or friends you've had for a very long time, or a partner that you've been very committed to. You can't integrate toxicity into a healthy lifestyle. You just can't, okay? And that's something that may hurt you. You may find out some information. Someone is like, hey, I really need your help. I need to come back. See it for what it is with this Five of Swords in the reverse. That's them trying to worm their way back into your life, okay? And they see that you're changing. They see that you're moving. They don't like it. They want to hold on to you. It's only going to bring disappointment with this High Priestess in the reverse. And it's going to be a setback. Okay, it's okay to break commitments or bonds that no longer are in alignment with yourself. If you need, you can always rewrite your soul contract, is kind of how I heard someone put it when I was talking to a healer. And it's where you can say like, hey, any karmic ties we have, like, from other lives, like, I guess if you've made vows to people, or, vows for like if you were a nun or stuff like that, that's making you feel tied to things from other lives, you can just kind of simply say that you release them and see what happens in your life. Cut the energetic ties to people that are negative. Speak it into your life that you're you're releasing anything that's not in alignment with your highest good, you know, you can start creating that distance. Advice, we have priorities. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. That's what I was talking about with what will hurt you, okay? You've got a new level of confidence. You've got a new level of like self-appreciation. Don't allow people to weasel back into your life. It's okay to, like I said, kind of rewrite that situation with them, even if you just write it down. Dear mom, thank you for everything. We're done. And you don't even have to give it to her. But when you make yourself a priority in your own life, it's not even a matter of you being mean, but you become so confident that when people try to come in and be like, oh, Leo, you're going to be like, yeah, you know, I don't have time. And it's not a matter of you being mean. It's just like, I've got myself together and this is not in alignment with what I want to deal with. Okay. We also have gratitude. Say thank you. Experience the joy of acknowledging others. That's kind of what I was talking about. There's people in your midst that are willing to support you. You just have to acknowledge them. Okay. People who are draining you financially, energetically, emotionally, physically. Hey, can you come help me move? Crap like that. You know, if this is that person that only hits your line when they need something, no, okay? No, you only acknowledge me when you need something. No, but what I will say is once you move away from those people, it's absolutely okay to call people that you haven't talked to in a while and say, hey, thanks for being a part of my life. I'm sorry I haven't been around. What's going on with you, right? Because once you start acknowledging the people that are in alignment with you, you guys are already in a space where you've probably been thinking about one another or you're vibrating back to one another, all right? So do, like I said, express gratitude for your progress. Acknowledge your progress. I know Leos have the capacity to be very hard on themselves, okay? Be patient with yourself. Find joy in your progress, all right? Leo, I think this is it for what's most important. You are moving forward. You're cutting away some junk. That's very much what it looked like in your general as well. So, like if you like, comment if you wish. I do read all of the comments. I try to reply when I have time. Subscriptions are awesome because then you will get notified for future content. And if you'd like to work with me, all of the information will be down below. All right, Leo, I will talk to you soon because I'm uploading quite a few videos this month. Take care. I'm very proud of you and I'm very excited to see what kind of life you build for yourself. Comment down below and let me know what's going on with you. Bye.